Willie D Live.
What's up, family? Christine Wonsley, the mother of Nolan Wells, learned that the Mississippi Board of Nursing opened a professional misconduct investigation against her. The case has now been dropped. I ain't got no problem with that, but I do got a problem with the case being opened in the first damn place. They're following this case just like everybody else. It's Mississippi. It's one of the biggest cases in the nation right now. And you better believe they're following the case. So they had no business filing that damn case in the first place. They had no business opening an investigation against that woman in the first place. The uncivilized mutts who opened the case is just as bad as the ones who complained in the first place. That's right, I said it. Because you put the shoe on the other foot. Ain't no way they would have embarrassed a grieving mother. No way they would have done that. So I don't respect nothing about them. Here is the words that Christine wrote on her Facebook announcing that the case was dropped. Update: the professional misconduct case that was opened due to an anonymous complaint has been closed by the Mississippi Board of Nursing. Thank you to all of those who have constantly kept us in your prayers. This definitely has added more hurt to an already devastating time because I love my job and I love my patients. Nolan's case is still ongoing. Again, the question is, what happened to Nolan? That's what we want to know. See, what they're trying to do is throw off the scent. They're trying to use everything in their demonic repertoire to get this family to just shut up and accept that their son was murdered and there will be no justice. That's what's happening here. So the name of the game is to fight. Fight until victory is secured. That's right, I said it. You gotta fight these devils. You gotta fight these devils. You can't surrender to the devil. You got to fight the devil. The devil can't stand when you fight back. The devil ain't strong in the first place. The devil is not tough. The devil is not brave. The devil hides behind your insecurities. Your insecurities, not his. The devil hides behind your insecurities. That's what they're banking on. The devil is banking on you to be insecure about your ability to fight back, to topple him. That's what's going on. So check out, if you haven't seen this yet, these are some of the review bombs that the uncivilized mutts went on her professional a workspace website and left. They left these bad reviews. They gave her 1-star reviews. Before, and now keep in mind, fam, these reviews happened after Nolan died. Well, Christine hadn't worked. Nolan died on I believe he was murdered on July 4th. So he definitely went missing on July 4th. But Christine hadn't worked since July 3rd. So for these reviews to come out after Nolan's body was found and the investigation started and they started asking questions, then you already know that the whole thing is basically staged, right? We already know that. So we knew that in the first place. The woman didn't have a bad mark on her record until she started seeking justice for her son. When her son was killed and the body was discovered and all of that, everything was still cool because they expected them to just shut up and accept that they would not get justice like so many others in Mississippi and around this country. But when they saw them fighting back and basically disrupting their peace and disturbing the order of business, they started saying, you know what, uh, it's time for it's time to enact uh, step two. Let's take it to the next level. That's what they do. They got levels to it, and you got to understand. If you understand those levels, then you already know what to do. It's kind of like, studying a football team, especially if you've been on that side before. You already know what play they're going to run. If you played the same team a few times, you know exactly what play they're going to run. So, because you've seen it before. And that's how these uncivilized must do. They've been running the same play for decades. They haven't changed at all. And what they're banking on is a lot of black folks who have been running the same play also. Well, put it like this: reacting to the same play. They're banking on black folks reacting to the same play in the same manner that they typically do. A lot of them just bow their heads and forget about it because they believe that the system is too big. They believe that the fix is in. They believe that they're going to be dismissed and they're not going to get justice. These uncivilized mutts, man, they got a pattern. Think about it. Same people oftentimes who are responsible for killing your loved ones are the same ones who are investigating the case. Now you think about that. They're investigating the case. And if it's not them who killed your loved one, it's their colleagues or somebody in their community or immediate family. So they have no interest in solving the case. That's why time and time and time and time and time again, when black people are found hung, and now since they've changed their mythology, drowned, they immediately rule no foul play, undetermined, suicide, never, and I mean never, a homicide when the suspected killer is white. That's not a coincidence. That's not happenstance. That is by design. Yeah. Yeah. So this is a grieving mother. For these uncivilized mutts to go after this woman while she's already grieving, it lets you know how they are. And that's why I say, when you're dealing with them, you got to get outside yourself. You got to step outside yourself. I got it, man. You love God. I love God too. But my God is a vengeful God. And when it's time, you got to be able to go there. You got to be able to switch gears, man. If somebody trying to harm you, you think you just going to pray it away? Because they don't pray it away. They laughing at you while you on your knees praying. Now, depending on what you're praying for, I could say go ahead and handle your business. Because I pray a little bit different. I'm going to tell you straight up. I ain't going to tell you how I do it, but it's effective. It is effective. I do know that you have to bully bullies. I know this because it is a tried and proven it's a tried and proven thing. Like growing up, that method was perfect for me. It fit perfect. It worked against me when I bullied, And it worked for me when I had to deal with bullies. So I know exactly how to deal with bullies. And I do know how to stop them in their tracks. I know how to defeat them. I know how to bring them to their knees. I know how to eliminate them. You cannot be afraid of them. And you cannot negotiate with them. And you cannot pray that they just leave you alone. It don't work like that. That ain't how they do. The bullies ain't got nothing better to do. They're losers. Bullies are losers. Bullies are insecure people. Bullies bully because they have nothing better to do. They're not good at anything else. Yeah. So they bully. The mother, it's a grieving mother. Some of y'all, I get it. The fight ain't for everybody. Everybody ain't about their life. I get it. It ain't for everybody. But for the ones it is for, get out the way. Get out the way and let them handle their business. I saw a bumper sticker years and years and years ago, and you may have seen it too. It said, lead, follow, or get the hell out of the way. I subscribe to that idea. No more talk.